Today in this tutorial I'll show you how we can make these amazing auto sliding images in your Elementor website. So you can see these sliding images on the left and right side, and when we hover over on that, it also stops moving, and on mouse out, it again start moving. Okay, so without any further ado, let's see how we can make that. So inside this page, after this content, I will add this image sliding effect. But here, if you also don't want to watch this full tutorial and only want to get this image sliding effect as a ready-made template, you can also get this from my template shop. And here as a bonus, you will get 4 different versions of this effect. So after downloading this, you will get a zip file like that, and after unzipping that, you will get the both version for the container and the old non-container users. And inside each of these, we can see all of these 4 different versions. So for example, if I choose this one, and we can see the JSON file, so we just need to go to this template upload option and drag this JSON file to here. Here is this one, let's insert this. And after saving this, if we see it from our preview, we can see it's working really perfect. And if you also want to check this from the tablet and the mobile devices, we can see it's looking really great. Okay, now as I want to create it from scratch, so I want to delete this image sliding container. That's basically this one. So let's delete this, and now we can only see this content. Let's drag a container after that. So basically we need to drag it after this container here, and inside this container we will create these 2 image rows. So for the first row, let's take another container inside that. Let's drag it to here, and inside that we need to add some images. So let's drag it to here and upload an image. From the style, let's also give it a height and width. Make it to 300 pixel and also make the same height. Make the object fit to the cover to show the image perfectly. And after that, here I also want to add some other images. But before that, first we need to check its responsiveness for the tablet and the mobile devices. Because if I first make it responsive and then duplicate, then the responsive design is also duplicated to the other images. Okay, so for the tablet, I will make it to 200 pixel height and width, and let's go to the mobile. Here I want to make it further more small, 150 pixel. Now let's go back to the desktop again and simply just duplicate this image and upload another one, and do the same for the other images. So I've added couple more images. Now I want to place them all horizontally one after another. So let's go to this container settings, and we need to make its direction to the row. But we can see the width has been reduced for all of these images. So to fix this, we need to enable this tab option. Okay, and you can now see it on multiple lines. Don't worry about that, we'll also fix that. But before that, here first of all we need to make this container to full width. So first go to this container and make it to the full width. Okay, but here we can see some padding, so make it to 0, and do the same thing for this inner container. Make it to full width and make the padding to the 0. Now finally, to achieve this scrolling effect, first we need to add a class with this parent container. So here let's add jr-scrolling-image, and then we also need to add some custom CSS here. And if you don't know, this custom CSS option is only available in Elementor Pro. So if you don't have Elementor Pro, you can quickly get this from my link on the description. Let's paste this. And here you also don't need to worry about this code snippet. I'll also give that code snippet to my website and also give that code snippet link to my description. So from here you just need to copy and paste that code. Okay, so now here you probably see after pasting this code, this section has been disappeared. But don't worry, if we see it from our actual preview, we can see it perfectly. Okay, now after that, another thing we need to do, we need to also add some JavaScript code snippet. So let's drag another HTML widget Okay, so basically I want to drag it inside our this container here and paste this JavaScript code. Now if we save this, and from our this preview, now we can see this image effect is perfectly working. And also here we can see all the images in one line. Now if you go back to again our this container and go to this custom CSS, here at the top we can see some cool option for our this effect. So first we can see this direction option, we can make it 1 or -1. So instead of this left side, if we want to make this animation on the right side, we can make it to -1. And then from the speed option, we can also control the speed of this animation. And then when we also hover on these images, we can see it pauses on hover. So if you also want to disable this option, you can do it from this pause on hover option, and also for the mobile device. Also here is image aspect ratio option. So if we make it true, now we can see these images on their actual aspect ratio. So I want to go back here and make it to again false. Now after that, here I also want to create another row of images. So just duplicate our this container here, and inside that I want to add some other images. So we have added these 4 images here, and from the preview here we can also see these 4 images. On the right side, we can see these 4 images are automatically duplicated to fill up our this screen. Okay, so if we use few images, this code snippet will automatically fill up this remaining empty space. That's really cool, right? So now here you can see these 2 rows of images goes to the same direction. Now for our this second line, I want to move this to the right side. So previously we can see here inside our this code snippet at the top, we have used these options, and you can also use these options specifically for any of these inner containers. So I want to just copy this, and for our this second container here I want to just paste it to here, and for this one, instead of 1, I want to make it to -1. And I also don't want to change any of these values, so delete this. Okay, now we can see it slides in 2 different directions. Now finally, let's check this on the tablet and mobile device. So on tablet we can see it looks okay, and on mobile it looks also okay, but here I want to reduce the gap between them. So I can go to here, and from the mobile device here for the container we need to reduce the gap to 10 pixels, and also do the same for this one. Okay, that looks good. And also let's reduce this horizontal gap. So this gap is basically comes from this parent containers gap. Also let's make it to 10 pixels. Now that looks perfect. So that's it for today. If you enjoyed this tutorial, then don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next video.